Live in my granny's garage, I go by the name DJ Kool-Aid, man, checking in with a great show today, man.
Yeah.
But first of all, I want to give a big shout out to my grandmother, man, for giving me a space, giving me an opportunity to express myself, man. Big love to my granny, man. I love you, baby. I love my mom, and my granny, but always just believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. And in Granny's garage is like, it means so much to me because my granny means that much more to me. But, she always told me, hey, don't be back there with all that loud noise. I'm going to get you up out of here now. But before we get started with my guy, Twa, man, I want to give a big shout out to Aqua Equity, man. My guy, Ryan Morgan out in L.A., man, big shouts to him. Big shouts out to my other sponsor, Superbird. They send me all the liquor and stuff like that. And actually, we're going to have a new launch party here very soon. And we're going to have all the liquor, all the water, everything. But right now,
invite me.
You are invited. You're part of the show. You're part of the production.
Thank you.
And we're gonna bring Donis on this time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Man. But man, first of all, man, big shouts to you, man. I've known you for quite a long time, man. Yeah. You've always been an influence in the community, an influence with clothing, music, and things like that. So it was my pleasure to have you here on my podcast, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, bro.
Big shouts to you. So first of all, I want you to introduce yourself because I know who you are.
All right.
But I want the world to know who you are. And give me a little information about yourself, man.
Man, I'm just a little square from Delaware. They call me Twa. CEO, creative designer, Crown Me Clothing, Crown Me Entertainment. Creator of all things dope. There you have it. I'm here.
Man, it got to be more than that.
No, I mean,
where you from?
West side of Jackson, the Queens.
Oh, the Queens.
Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah.
Jackson.
Queens. Yeah.
So, what high school do you go to?
Good question. I went to a bunch of them, actually. I wasn't a troublemaker, but I did go. I started out at Provine. Then I transferred to Callaway. Then I graduated from Bailey. I wasn't a troublemaker. It was just kind of, I wanted to move around.
You wanted to move around?
Yeah, I wanted to move
around. Okay. Were you?
Shout out to Provine. Shout out to Callaway. Shout out to Bailey. Have you know me? Y'all know me.
Everybody know you, man.
No, I don't know about that, but yeah, I did go to 3 high schools. I don't think we had about 6 or 7 at the time. So I went to half of the high schools.
Man, so man, with me bringing you on the show today, man, you and I were talking a couple of weeks ago, and you were telling me about a new project that you had going on.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to get you in to talk about that and give me some insight on it. Let me. And on yesterday, you let me listen to a few tracks, and I absolutely think it is for the listeners.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely for the listeners, man. So, run down a little something about this project that's very important to you.
All right. So conceptually, the project started as like years ago. I knew I wanted to create I've always been in the music. I've always been in the fashion. So I wanted a mixtape to kind of cater around the clothing line. So I took all.
What's the clothing line?
Crown Me Clothing.
Okay.
Don't know.
There we go. Nah, hey, put that in the camera, man.
Crown Me Clothing.
Crown Me Clothing.
Yeah. So,
I hope you brought
Crown
one
Me
up for
Clothing
me.
is a clothing brand. So I got yours. Don't stop it. I got yours. There was always, ideally, I wanted to create a mixtape catered around the clothing line. So we took all of the tracks and track listing based on the ideas of the project we had already. So it's kind of how it started, and that's where we at with it.
Okay. So where does the name Crown Me Clothing come from? Crown Me. Where does that concept even come from?
But yeah, it's actually longer than the clothing line. It started as a entertainment group, really. So it was, man, it's early 2000s. My little brother and his rap partner, they was rapping, so I wasn't really into it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just
okay.
It is my brother, so I'm listening.
Right.
So I remember coming in the house one day, and the guy had a studio in the house, so we go in there, and I'm listening. I'm like, shit, that's kind of goddamn jamming. So I'm listening to the music, and at that point, I'm like, okay, I think little bro kind of serious. I wasn't taking him serious at that particular point.
Okay.
So once I got completely engulfed in it, we started working on their first mixtape, Savvy and Gutter. So we about
So
35 songs in.
who's Gutter?
Gutter, he goes by Charles Palmer now. So at that time, that's we from a neighborhood called the Queens.
Okay.
So Bra and Benz are the Queen boys. Charles Palmer, which was Gutter at the time, is Bra's little brother. So Savvy, who at that time was going by Lil Twy at the time, you know what I'm saying? It was just crazy. It was actually Twy and Brother, so that's a story that nobody really knows. That's neither here nor there. But anyway, they were rapping. And, like, you know, I had been around music for so long, I didn't really take it serious, really.
Okay.
Just being honest with you. So after hearing them and hearing them get to a level where it caught my attention, I'm like, well, shit. I kind of liked it. You know what I'm saying? So I got more involved with it.
Okay.
So we started putting out, we're going to the studio and making music. So they had a collection of songs, an assortment of them. Really too many for a mixtape. At that time, that was my first one. I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. I was give me all the songs.
Uh-huh.
So, but we didn't have a title for it. So, like, we just tossing around ideas. And it came from the craziest places. Like, shit, it was a record. It was T.I., and I know it was U.S. and Tanner was called Crown Me. I'm like, shit. They was some young, because they were the younger guys.
In the industry back then,
At that time, I'm a younger guy.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I'm up under those guys. They up under me. So they listen, they follow kind of my direction. So
okay.
I'm like, well, shit, bro, like, Crown Me. So that ended up being the title of the first mixtape. Crown Me, the mixtape, was how the word and the whole little movement kind of started. It was based off not having an idea of what to call the first mixtape.
Okay, so are you a producer, or do you just see are you the envision producer?
So I don't have an MPC or, you know what I'm saying, no keyboard. I don't fuck with Fruity Loops. What I do is
You have a vision.
Yeah, I can hear, I can see. So I kind of curate it based on those particular things, and I'm smart enough to dumb it down to bring around creatives around me. It's the same thing with the clothing. Like, I can't draw, but I can tell the graphic designer the envision of what I want it to look like and let him create. So I'm that guy.
So musically, with you not being a producer, or who influenced you then? Just straight to the point. Tell me who influenced.
That's I mean, it started with David Banner for me. I mean, like, I always liked music anyway.
Right. So,
like, I mean, we get up on Saturday mornings. My mom's a country girl, so we cleaning up on fucking Saturday. So you may hear some
everybody.
You may hear some Freddie Jackson. You gonna get some Anita Baker.
SOS Band.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna get some of that in your day. So I may ride with Pops. You may get your little Bobby Womack or Johnny Taylor.
The pimping.
You know what I'm saying? So the music part of it was kind of natural to me.
Okay.
I moved to the Queens as a youngster. One of the first motherfuckers I met was Banner. So with him making music, it showed me how to. It's no different than if you was in the fucking muscle cars and your uncle was building them bitches from scratch. Like, Cool was building them motherfuckers from scratch. So I got to watch him.
The whole creative process.
Out of nothing. And it made me listen to music differently. So that's kind of what curated this aspect of me fucking with the music versus just, you know what I'm saying, listening. I don't need a keyboard. I don't need an MPC. I can hear. I know what it's supposed to sound like based on I was brought from making music from nothing until these fucking
the number one hits, Grammy awarded
absolutely
records and stuff like that.
Shout out to Banner.
Man, so with that being said, if you had to give some advice to an up and coming producer or someone that has that vision like you to create music, but they don't know how to create music, what advice would you give them?
Be unwavering. Like, sometimes that shit don't seem like it's working.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that shit don't seem like that's it, or they don't seem like the wave or whatever. Just be unwavering in your craft, and because if it makes you feel a certain kind of way, that's undeniable. Like I remember being a young, and I hear folks talk about the chill bumps that you would get when you hear certain records, and I thought that shit sound like a myth to me until I actually was listening to a record. I'm like, God damn, why the fuck the hairs on my arm standing up?
Yes.
So to any guy that's young and new, just be unwavering, do what makes you feel good, and it'll find you or you'll find it.
One of the two.
Yeah, it'll find you or you'll find it.
So how do you pick the artists that you have on these compilations, these projects? How do you pick them? You know, is it a process or you know?
I mean, to be completely honest, with this particular project.
What particular? Which one? The
new,
new
the new project, Crown Me Clothing mixtape. Won't even have a title for it. It's that far. It's that new, but conceptually, it was always there. But how we ended up picking the artist was like it's a sound. First off, it's sound. Guys that we think could work with each other, and like a lot of that shit is really what you hear. Like, okay, I hear so and so. Can I get him on a record? You know what I'm saying? What it take to get him on a record? And then we go from there. But Thanksgiving showed me I can take a collection of guys who have done it before and have done it at a high level and create some dope shit.
So you mentioned Thanksgiving. What was Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, Thanksgiving was an idea spawned from Charles Palmer. So basically, he hit me one day and it was like, I got an idea for a project I want to do. So he give me the rundown. The name of it was Thanksgiving. We were coming fresh off of a show called Legend of the Summer. We did a couple runs of it too. Came out pretty good. So he hit me. It was like he had all of it mapped out already. He had the beats for it.
Oh,
he had the titles for the songs. He had all that already outlined. So when he came to me with the play, I'm like, well, shit, I'm with it. If you promise to do this, then I'll do this. And we're not talking about financial. I was telling him, if you're going to walk the process from top to bottom, that means every recording session, that means being there for the mix and mastering to make sure it sounds exactly like you want it to sound, then I'll do what I do. And that's bringing in a team to make sure the production looks the way it's supposed to look.
And it was amazing.
Rollout looks
and
the way
it was
it's
amazing.
supposed to look.
And it was
you know
amazing.
What I'm saying? So I'm going to do my part if you do your part. We had a handshake agreement and we made magic. Shout out to everybody involved with that. Coke Boomaye, Savvy Lil Daddy, Tricky 45, Hollywood Look, Vegas. We had Bob Street. Shout out to Dollar Black. I'm never doing anything with Dollar Black. So if you see this Dollar Black, just know I'm not doing anything if you are not involved.
Dollar Black, good guy, man.
Yeah, Dollar Black's my guy. And Miranda, like we met one day, and it wasn't even when I met Miranda that day. I mean, I knew Miranda from school,
right?
But when I met her to talk about what I wanted to talk to her about, it had nothing to do with the Thanksgiving project. We was talking about a Savvy project. And I'm like, hey, well, this is probably gonna come before this, so let's run through this first and see how that sounds to you. And she created greatness. I mean, it would not have happened the same without her. Shout out to Miranda, you made my job so fucking easy. If you see this, if I had some money, I'll give it to you, but I ain't got no money.
So let's spin the block a little bit, man, and talk about Crown Me Clothing, man.
Let's do it.
What inspired the latest collection or design?
Just wanting to be more consistent with it. Like I've been dealing with the clothes for so long,
right?
So what it was I got homeboys that really hold me accountable for my actions and lack thereof. Shout out to Donis because you're one of them guys that hold me accountable.
Full of it.
Yeah, for that. So it was more so just like, shit, you got it already. It's working already. Like, why are you kind of bullshitting with it? And I was treating the clothing more like a hustle than
instead of a brand.
Than what I should have been doing. And that's me. So yeah, so now it's just doing what I know to do with it and putting it out there. And it's been working. People like it. I like it. I like how it's going.
Okay, so when you design, do you design with music in mind or the culture? But before you answer, a little birdie told me, say, You were best dressed in high school, man.
I was. Shout out to, I mean, it was a small school, but nonetheless, nonetheless, I did win best dressed in high school. But no, when I designed it, I mean, it's all based off me, really. I mean, I like what I see, and if I see it, I like it, I try it. So I don't. I mean, music is always influential because, like, music is how the fashion pretty much started for me. But when I design based on the shit that I like to see. So if I like it, the first thing I do is I do it and I make it for myself, and I try it, and I wear it out, and if I based on the response I get, let me know. Okay, yeah, they like, oh, they fucking with that one. We can do that, and that's it's kind of how the design and the line comes about, really.
Man, so what has been your biggest challenge with the clothes, though, with the clothing brand, if any?
Yeah, I had a couple. The main one for me is consistency. Like, I mean, it's easy to become complacent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's the main thing. But the biggest hurdle that I encountered was years back. I took a chance and I tried this overseas vendor,
Uh-huh.
and I took a L. Man, it's crazy. Me and my homeboy who has a clothing line too, J5. What up, J5? Dirty Hearts. I tell them all the time about how I took a chance and I sent my money over there, and they sent me a couple samples and they fucking got ghost on me. So
All you got was the samples.
Yeah.
Oh
It made it to the point to where I'm just doing it all myself. It's all hand to hand myself. So like anything you get from me,
you getting it directly from you.
I touched it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't. So that's the biggest hurdle has been consistency, complacency, and the idea of trying another overseas vendor versus just I know it's gonna be right if I put my hand on myself.
Correct.
And I know I'm gonna get it. So yeah, that's been the biggest for me.
So man, I know you don't have a lot of time. Give me all your social handles and how people can get the product, get the clothing brand, the mixtapes, and all information about everything else that you have going on with Crown Me.
Oh yeah, well Crown Me, it's everywhere. Website Crown Me Clothing, Instagram Crown Me Clothing 03, Facebook Crown Me Clothing. If you're looking for me individually, that's Twa Player TWA PLAYA. I ain't hard to find really. Yeah. So yeah, that's how you get me. If you're looking for me, I ain't hard to. Matter of fact, he Kool-Aid if you're looking for me. I ain't hard to.
he does answer when I call.
Yeah,
he definitely answers when I call.
I'm not hard to find. The brand's not hard to find. So yeah, as far as the mixtape, yeah, stay tuned. We're not even done yet. We're on the front end. We're on the front end.
Yeah, we got some big things that we've been in conversation.
Oh yeah, we were talking about some cool shit though. Ideally, I like it.
Very cool.
I like it.
Very cool.
I like it.
Well, man, I appreciate your time, man.
Easy.
I thank you for coming through, man.
Yeah, you'll see me again.
People, make sure you follow me at I am DJ Kool-Aid. Follow the podcast In My Granny's Garage. I guess he's getting my jacket ready. I don't know what he's doing right now. I don't know what.
It's her jacket, my jacket, your jacket, your jacket.
The jacket.
Her jacket.
Hey, man, until next time, man. Twa, appreciate you, baby. Love you.
Easy.
Jacktown,
Yes,
America,
sir.
we love
West
you.
Side.